One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Clemson's offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Maryland's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air, it's Washington. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Oh, what a cut! He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Fleming. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Clemson. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's running free down the middle. At 20. Touchdown, Maryland! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Klubnik. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's random. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The return is brought down at the 39, and the Clemson offense will take over.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's Williams. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Davidson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The give is to Smith. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapin!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Williams. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner.
Great move. Now he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yards. yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a gap. It's Randall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Clemson! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground. in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. His drive will open from the 15. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, running back on the move. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Washington. Took a shot as he threw.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Shakes off the defender. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ray. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
He's now 3rd and goal.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Rushes on him. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Maryland!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.